young Americans, if it doesn't make you faster, stronger, better, then why do it? That, marijuana is legalized in a handful of states, and marijuana is not the marijuana of the 70s. And what I mean by that is that the THC levels are so high in marijuana that is causing it's disrupting the brain receptors. So when someone says, "Oh, it's just a plant," I smoked it in the 70s. Look at me, I'm fine. No, they didn't smoke the high THC level plant of today. Kids will start off a lot with marijuana. They'll start off with alcohol also, but it's not worth it in the long run. What we need to do as an adults, we need to get back to educating our kids. We need to first educate ourselves. What is meth? What is cocaine? What is pink cocaine now that's starting to emerge? We need to educate ourselves because our kids are being exposed to it in schools, in social media. They are learning at a young age. Sixth graders know a lot about these drugs. Seventh graders, that's normally the cutoff, depending on the demographics. But they're being educated by social media. So the parents need to start figuring out what is happening in our community. We need to get back to telling them this is bad, this is why it's bad, and this is what it can happen to you and happen to your body. We need to plant those seeds again. We got away from the messaging, years ago. We need to get back to that. Then we need to start showing them the consequences of what happens when you start to get addicted to these drugs. There was a programs when I was growing up called Scared Straight, and that really messaged that message to me. It spooked me.
I live very close to that prison that they had that.
Ah, see, yeah, but that made a huge impression on me. We need to start making an impression on these kids because like I said, they're being educated at an earlier age. The parents don't know what's going on underneath their own nose.